your host, Mike Steele Jr.
Yes, indeed. Hello there, Big Dog Wrestling fans. I am your host, Mike Steele Jr., and this is Highlight Reel episode number 4. Without further chitter-chatter, let's go on to our first show, which is, of course, Monday Night Massacre. On last week's Monday Night Massacre, we had an announcement from none other than the GM of the show, Mr. Witty, and it went like this. Triple threat match for the Rabbit Dog title between Snazzy Spassy, Chris Chaos, and Occam's Razor. Congratulations to the Bailey, you are the strongest Big Dog of them all, and you will challenge for Big Dog Championship at the next pay-per-view. I would like to give a special thanks to Sugar Plum Fairy, who went above and beyond to ensure all his matches were fair. My hat is off to you, sir. That was great sportsmanship and you fought hard. And Axel Scarsdale, congrats to you is in order, as well as you have an advantage over the rest of the match announcements. You know who you will face at the pay-per-view. Paul Apart versus Axel Scarsdale for the Bulldog title. Paul has been ripping every opponent apart, so I'm not sure if that plays much of an advantage. That is what the GM of the show had to say. On other news from the show was that Paul Apart defeats Sapphire, King Lucha defeats Brian Styles, Dan Himal defeats Reddy Creed, Sinister Effin Styles defeats Fuck, I hate that dude. Occam's Razor defends Occam's Razor defends her Pitbull title against Dark Journey. Warriors of Wrestling. Last week in Warriors of Wrestling, the Iron Warriors division matches were a title match between the Crippler and Paladin, and then there was a King of Noobs tournament. Well, 12 newcomers to PDW will fight it out in a grueling 6 vs 6 match. Then the winning team will be split in half and have a 3 vs 3 match. After that 6-man tag, the winning team will have a triple threat match against one another, and the winner would get a number 1 contender spot for the Iron Warriors title. Mordecai's name challenge. Mordecai vs Mr. Kent. And I quote Ulex the Eternal. Now you may be wondering why I put the legend and owner of PDW, Mordecai, against a little hopeless chopper. It's because, Mordecai, this week you can only use moves that contain the letter M. And there was a PDW's first ever Stoners match, where it was I Lost My Stash versus Mr. Doobie Jr. On Pitbull Division title match, Santa Claus versus Master of Random in a GM's Joe's the Weapons match that you could use in battle. The Stoners match was made, and the winner was I Lost My Stash defeating Mr. Doobie Jr., and I Lost My Stash becomes the biggest stoner of Big Dog Wrestling. Canadian Enforcer becomes the new Dogs of War champion by defeating Misty Cougar. And after that one, Canadian Enforcer went along and defeated the co-GM of Warriors of Wrestling, Stubby. And Balin had a little promotion, and I quote, "I am the big dog. It's been a long journey to get here, but I am the best dog in the yard." Big words from Paladin, but he can afford it because after that one, Paladin defended his Iron Warriors championship against the Crippler via TQ from Crippler. Let's move on to Friday Fight Night. And last week's Friday Fight Night was not scheduled because I was on vacation and no other GM wanted to take over the show. So let's see what we have. We have the Ladder to Hell, which will start this week's Friday from 0-0, and it's a new type of point system, or a ladder so to speak, where each win posted earns you 1 point. Each win posted plus at least 4 lines of describing the match will earn you 2 points. For example, Mike Steele Jr. wins his match against Hugo the Jobber. The match was very intense and frustrating, neither men were able to get a good hold on the other. Very nice match and hope to meet him again in the ring soon. And these points will be calculated each week, and based on these points the title matches are handed out weekly. This has been done due to the matter that the veterans of PDW are usually at the top of the original rankings, and to make things a bit more fair towards the younger wrestlers of PDW. Fair shots, best of the ladder gets it in each division of Friday Fight Night, and we will see how it goes. And with other news from Friday Fight Night, myself will be returning as a wrestler to Friday Fight Night, which means that the Friday Fight Night wrestlers will be getting opportunities to fight against the boss man of the show. Who wouldn't want to kick the behind of the boss? I personally love whooping up Mordecai whenever I have the chance, because it's so freaking easy while the dude just lays in his fucking wheelchair. Also, Haruki will be joining me. Oh god, I hate that hack. As the other half of Friday Fight Night management team to ensure the continuance of the show. As seen this previous Friday, there was no show due to myself being a bit absent, but rest assured I'm back and have many new things in mind to make sure that the lives of wrestlers in Friday Fight Night will be getting tormenting once again. And other than that, El Guapo was tracked down from the 4th level of the Pyramid of Blood by Sapphire, and even though El Guapo did get to the 5th level, his journey ended so close to the top. Nicely done, El Guapo. And new sign-ups for the Pyramid of Blood will start at 5th of February. Stubby becomes the new Pit Fighter champion after defeating Dynamite. King, Queen of Friday Fight Night matches have gone by, and so far without checking the actual events we have El Guapo, Danger and Dynamite. To qualify into the finals you needed to have 4 wins over the wrestlers scheduled out of 5. More will be checked before the Friday Fight Night airs this week to find all of the qualifiers to the finals, to find out who truly is the king or queen of Friday Fight Night. Also, everyone in Friday Fight Night have been moved to one division, which is the Pit Fighter division, due to the point system taking place. Everyone will start with the same level of points at 0, and after getting 25 points they will move on to the Iron Fist division, and from there after 50 points you will be moved to the Pro King division. On other news, Survivor Series has started out and has been a huge success already. Check it out. The 30k tournament has started a bit. I think that the sign-ups have been closed, or at least closing, and the event will be starting very soon this weekend, if I'm right. Big Dog Wrestling would like to salute the passed away former wrestler of BDW, Deadpool. Deadpool was a wrestler in Friday Fight Night, and personally I will dearly miss that amazing wrestler that always brought a smile to my face when facing against him in the ring. And a memorial division was named after him to show respect towards his legacy. Yes, indeed, Deadpool was a member of Big Dog Wrestling and is dearly missed. Videos for each show have been laid out, done by none other than our Senile Bastards, Mordecai and Nightmare Sin, with help from Just Be By. First ever tag champions were crowned as Simply Golden, took the championships to them after an vicious tag team match. Congrats to Terry Ray Lotus, Mordecai and Doc Holiday. Then let's go to our weekly segment of who has joined and who has left. The Ass Cracker has joined, Racehorse Charlie has joined, Frogo Big Length Uber Tail Tikla has joined, the Phenomenal Brian Style, Sahara, the Hellraiser, Actor Death, Shockwave, Richie Boy Sequin, the Crippler has rejoined, Tons of Fun, Nispa Braven, Power Trip has rejoined, and Devilish has joined. And who has left? Hephaestus left, Rampage, Max out, the one and only Saber that left because of retirement. Wolf the Godmother has left, Van the Man McHaggis, Alisa and DJ Wilson stopped by and left. And this week's tally comes to more people are joining BDW than leaving. And with that said, I'm Mike Steele Jr. Whoop ass, have fun and good fightings to you all. Bye.